Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to film a Believe Beauty must-haves video. I know that you guys really enjoy these where I just focus on one brand and share with you all like what my favorite products are from that brand. Now I have done a video, like a full face makeup tutorial using Believe Beauty makeup products. If you want to see these products in action, I'll link that video down below if you haven't seen it yet. I thought it would be helpful to just condense it down to my absolute favorite products from Believe Beauty. And maybe if you've been thinking about picking up some stuff from the brand but don't really know what to get, this will help you figure out what to pick up, like what to pass on and what to get. If you are not familiar with Believe Beauty, it is a makeup brand that is sold exclusively at Dollar General, and all of the products are $5 and under, so nothing is going to be over $5. And I haven't used everything from the brand, but out of the ones that I have used, I'm just going to be sharing my favorites. So this first favorite from Believe Beauty is their Pretty and Primed Hydrating Primer. And out of all of the hydrating primers that I have in my collection, this is my favorite. Like for the longest time, this one by Hard Candy, which is the Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer, this was my favorite, but this has replaced it. I like this because sometimes this one could be slightly a little bit greasy feeling, where this one is hydrating, but it like seeps into the skin. It feels really nice, like it doesn't feel irritating. It doesn't really have a smell at all. So yeah, I highly recommend this. If you're oily skin, I don't know if you would like this primer. I know that they do make like a mattifying one, so you might be more interested in that primer. But if you have normal to dry skin and you do like hydrating primers, I think you would really love this. Then the next product that I absolutely love and has become a holy grail makeup product is their foundation. And I was really shocked and surprised at how much I like this foundation. And it's so hard to believe that this is $5. I guess that's where they got their name. But anyhow, it comes with a pump. It's in a nice glass bottle. It's very comparable to like my Revlon Color Stay, but I find that this doesn't look quite as powdery on my skin. This one has a little bit of a satin finish. I mean, it's not a dewy foundation, but it does look slightly a little bit more natural on the skin, I think, and it lasts all day long on me, just like the Revlon Color Stay. And I find that this is slightly a little bit easier to work with, like it doesn't set up quite as fast. It is amazing. It is like my new everyday foundation, just because it's so affordable. And I thought I would never find a foundation that I would like better than the Revlon Color Stay, but I can definitely say that this Believe Beauty foundation has taken that spot. The next product that is a must-have, and this is another product I was really shocked at how much I like it, and that is their bronzer. This is in the shade Hawaiian Glow. It's such a pretty color. It's kind of in between a neutral and like a warm toned bronzer. It has a little bit more of like a reddish undertone than a lot of the other bronzers in my collection. It is matte, and it really reminds me a lot of my Milani Silky Matte bronzer. Like it feels so silky on the skin. I don't have any issues with it looking patchy or muddy. It blends out so nice. It lasts all day long. So I highly recommend this. I accidentally dug a big chunk out of it right there, and so I'm hitting pan in that little area, but I've actually put a pretty good dent in this bronzer. So if you've been on the fence about this product, highly recommend it. Like I want to go back and get one of their palettes that has like the blush bronzer highlight. I have not used that yet, and I haven't purchased that, so I feel like that would be another like must-have product, just because I really like their bronzer, and I actually like their blush and their highlight. It's just like I like the formula. I just wish that with their blushes they would have some other colors. But yeah, like this blush color, I mean, I like this color in like maybe the spring and summer, but it's not really my go-to blush shade. So I wasn't gonna say that this is a must-have just because of the color, but I feel like if they came out with a more like mauve or neutral color. Also their highlights, I do like the formula, but once again, I don't feel like they have a light enough shade, or at least like their light shade that they have, it's more of like an iridescent like white pink, where I would want a highlight that's more of just like a light champagne nude. So if they would come out with that highlight, that would be another one that I would recommend. So if you have more of like medium deep skin tone, I think you would like their highlights because the formula is really good. It reminds me a lot of the CoverGirl True Blend highlight formula. Another product that I was really surprised by Believe Beauty is their Velvet Matte Liquid Lipsticks. And this color here in Foxy is just the perfect everyday pink. It's like a nude pink color, and it just looks so pretty on the lips. And I really like this formula because it's a comfortable matte liquid lipstick. Like, it does not feel super drying. I mean, like, as the day goes on, it does feel a little drying on your lips because it is a matte liquid lipstick, but it's not as drying as like the Kat Von D Everlasting liquid lipsticks. It feels comfortable. I want to go back and get like their red. They have a really pretty red in the matte liquid lipsticks, but if you're more into nudes, this is a really pretty shade, so highly recommend that. With their bullet lipsticks, once again, I like the formula, but the shades that I have just really aren't like the shades that I lean towards. For me, that's not really a top product, but for others, I feel like it would be, you know, if you could find shades that you like. Okay, another product that I'm in love with and I cannot put down is their Makeup Perfecting Setting Spray. This stuff is so good. The sprayer on this, it shoots out such a fine mist. It has like a nice like fresh fragrance, like it's not too overpowering. It does help your makeup to last longer, but at the same time it kind of gives it a little bit of a satin finish, like a little bit of a glow. So it's not a matte makeup setting spray, but I really enjoy it. It's becoming one of my very favorite makeup setting sprays. In some ways, I do think it's starting to become a holy grail, like drugstore or affordable makeup setting spray, because for the longest time, I loved the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. And while I do like the formula of that product, I don't like the sprayer, especially now that I have these sprayers that shoot out such fine mist, like this one and the Flower Beauty. It's so hard to go back to just like a traditional like sprayer that doesn't have a fine mist to it. So I highly recommend that stuff. I think it is really good. Their eyeshadow palettes. I think that these eyeshadows are so good. They're so comparable to the Maybelline City Mini palettes. So if you like that type of formula, you will really enjoy these. Now, the shimmers are the type that you either need to use a makeup setting spray with them to make them have the best pigmentation, or use your finger to apply them. Because some of the shades are a little bit sheer if you just use like a dry brush. But I love this palette here, which is like their nude palette. This is Nearly Nude. And my other favorite one is this one in Golden Disco. I just love the colors. So I do think that these are must-haves. I really like them. This is their Glimmer Pots Gel to Powder Eyeshadow in Gold Flake. Now, they have some other colors which I have not used yet, but this one in Gold Flake is beautiful. The formula reminds me kind of like the Maybelline Color Tattoos, but even better because it really is a cream to powder type of formula. I guess maybe it's sort of like the ColourPop Color Shock, is that what they're called? Shadows that come in like the little white pots. It kind of feels like that because when you have your finger in there, it feels like a gel, but then whenever you swatch it, it's like a powder. And I just love this color. It's so beautiful. Sometimes I'll use it as an eyeshadow base for like a eyeshadow pigment or something like that. And then other times I've used it by itself. It lasts for a long time on my eyelids. It can kind of creased just a little bit, so I would recommend using an eyeshadow primer with it. And then the last must-have is their long-lasting eyeliner. And I know that they have these in several different shades. This one in Enchanted, I really like the color on this. It's like a dark brown, but it has a little bit of like warmth to it, even though it's dark. I mean, this product is like a gel. Like, it glides on so easily. It is so pigmented, and it's a great product to use on the waterline. I don't have issues with it traveling and getting in my inner corner. Like, it really does last on the waterline. And it's also really good for using it on your upper lash line to like smudge out. Those are all the products from Believe Beauty that I feel are must-haves. Those are my favorite products. So you'll have to let us know down in the comments what your favorite Believe Beauty products are. If there's maybe some other things that I didn't mention that are your favorites and that I should try out, let me know. I definitely want to go and get their makeup sponge still. I keep forgetting to go and pick that up. And like I said, I also want to get one of their palettes that has like the blush, bronzer, highlights. If you are new and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss a video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye-bye.